Hi, my name is Brigham Villanueva, and I'm here to give the topic of judicial activism's effect on democracy, on whether or not it enhances or restricts it. But before I give that topic, first of all, hey, let's look around my room, I guess. Yeah! So this is my room. There's a rainbow flag, there's a longboard, there's my backpack, it's hanging. Here's some quotes, there's my umbrella, here's my computer. This is where I am currently editing my video. It's legit, I guess. I kept it pretty organized. There's the script, printer, food way up top. And then this is where I, wash my face and stuff. Yeah! Anyway, let's get back to topic. Judicial activism should be practiced because it defends minority rights, adds another layer of checks and balances to the government, can be practiced by any ideology, and it helps judges do their jobs. Before I keep going though, I'm gonna move because this feels uncomfortable. Hello, so now I'm downstairs in my basement sitting on a chastity bar. It's okay. Just so you know, a chastity bar is that weird bar that goes apparently in between each cushion in my hall so that no one can cuddle on them. Yeah, it's great. But anyway, in judicial activism, there's a few myths that some people still believe in. One of the first myths is that judicial activism is restricted specifically to liberal judges. But just so you know, judicial activism and judicial restraint is a judicial ideology, not a political one. I can't emphasize that enough. Because of that, anyone from both sides of the political spectrum can use it. Conservative judges and liberal judges can use judicial activism, and conservative judges and liberal judges can use judicial restraint. Currently, right now, there was 9 Supreme Court judges. Now there are 8, which is okay. And because of the way it's set up, they can share any of their opinions, including minority rights or majority rule. It doesn't necessarily matter what belief they hold. They can share it anyway, and it can be argued and debated as long as it is declared constitutional. Now, of course, some are saying that they're using their own beliefs to change policy, and because of that, it undermines democracy. But the thing is, almost always, the Constitution doesn't have guidelines on how things work. They work on hard cases. These are the ones that challenge the limits of the Constitution because the Constitution has no preferences on these topics. And it's hard for you to say it's because of original intent or it's because of this is what they really mean. How can you say that if the Constitution had no meaning for that specific topic? To show you an example, I am going to talk about privacy and abortion rights in this paper. The first time privacy came along in the Supreme Court, and it was in a court case called Griswold v. Connecticut in 1965. In this court case, they were arguing whether or not using contraceptives was within the power of marital privacy and the freedom of expression implicitly listed in the First Amendment. Because abortion and privacy and expression isn't necessarily listed explicitly in the Constitution, this became a hard case. They don't know how the Constitution should be interpreted in it. So judicial activism was necessary for them to actually have a reasonable ruling. And because of it, we have privacy. And it is within marital privacy to use contraceptives. Because if they weren't able to make a ruling, then the case would automatically default to stare decisis, which means let the decision stand. This would suck because that would mean that only some states have privacy while other states doesn't. It would cause a nationwide inconsistency. From this court case, you can see that sometimes democracy is beyond what is explicitly written in the Constitution because there's times when people and situation change and the Constitution can't handle that. That's why some people believe that the Constitution needs to be a living document so that it can apply to all people and in all situations rather than in only a few. Of course, there's more than just this. I mean, we haven't even gotten to the counter-arguments. You're advancing political motives. It protects minority rights. Screw the minority right. It doesn't even please the majority anyway. It helps us know what to do next so that we can learn from our mistakes. Why are you telling me this? You need to know what's actually right. I don't like you. Your theory causes too much constitutional inconsistencies. I think that's enough of a summary. But rather than continuing and spoiling my entire paper for you, I'm not sure what else to say. I think I should just go. But before I do, I just want to thank everyone who was able to help me in this video and in writing and in my life and to get into BYU and just in everything.
You wait a lifetime to be found. Now my feet touch the ground.